this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Blood you noticed earlier still remains on the floor. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Seeking answers. My boy had a secret. Evil secret. Baldur.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
Flophouse. It has plenty. Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with a whip where you're on all fours and...
We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
I can't hear you.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Sharess's caress is a professional.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Just about wetting your whistle. Dancing.
I'd love to, thanks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just...
have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Are those organs in these vials? Yuck.
It's got private room.
And it confuses me for a member.
Tempers are rising.
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that tenement.
Everyone is your rest.
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around here?
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
How about the clubhouse? It has plenty of spare beds.
Such a prude.
None of them has
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is your rest is caressed.
gutter than that tenement.
Caress is isn't just about wetting your whistles. There's dancing, dinner, drinks.
I'm here.
Exactly.
I won't
Pleasure
let
isn't just
anything happen.
physical. It's
Doesn't make any sense.
To keep watch. I know you
It
have.
will when you've met the Drow.
Don't mind it.
Soften over Madame and Ireland.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, that's just insulting. I am an investigator, you know. But I'm off the clock. And this is Devella's pet project. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Do you think we've done
Slow down, sweetie.
Do you two have rocks for brains? What were you thinking? Hear me.
You haven't even gone inside.
Caress is caress. And also has going inside.
We are not
Brothel?
staying in a
Pleasure
brothel.
house? Den of decadent delight.
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip way on all fours and...
why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop
Such a
house?
prude.
It has
Birthday
plenty of
boy's just
space.
nervous, but don't worry.
We can
Everyone
bond
in
with talented
Caress's
people,
caress
and
is
pray
a
none of them have
professional.
sticky fingers. Like what? We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
About wetting your whistle. Dancing, dinner.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scrap.
Thank you. Now Brilgo's name has been cleared, we can extend our help to the refugees once more.
broken. It'll make it. They were big, and they were angry.
I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
You won't help us. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Still means murder. Still unsolved. City ward under scrutiny.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Guild robbers are usually decent enough. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite. They really put the boot in me.
way into this.
You didn't even fight anyone.
What's the harm in one night? Think
that monster?
It was just a man in a costume. He's not real.
Costume?
Ah, the traveller returns. None can resist the allure of the circus of the light.
They'll run for the damn hills.
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Why if we get in trouble?
Well, hell's breaking loose. Won't.
What if we get caught?
It's a stay. It's not the counting how we can get kicked out. So what?
That's curious.
My dad said I'm not allowed.
From Dampalon's dancing out. Do everything your dad tells you.
Excellent supply of potion.
No.
From the Velveteen Elixir.
And let's sneak into the circus.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Ooh, no. Sorry, Dribbles.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? Oh! You hear that, buddy? We've got ourselves a Debbie Downer. Boo! Thank you to the loud mouth for volunteering for my next trick. Now, where, oh, where are you?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
Hang on now, soldier. I'm not paying for your sins.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect!
This had better be violent, sexy, or both.
Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. Is this the show? Praise the Absolute.
I always knew I don't deserve this.
This is your end.
Rebels, no!
No choice but to keep going.
And here I thought that I'd slay you.
Simon, I need your help.
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good.
dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. It's a pleasure, darling. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
Was simply in delirium.
Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye now. Come. Junks and magics for sale.
It's been an age since your last break, my darling.
Oh, Dribbles. My wife is heartbroken. Those two would chat from dawn until dusk. Such friends they were. But I'm sure a sizable contribution from an adventurer such as yourself would cheer her up. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught your eye?
Every sale, Papa 30. 30.
That drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my love. He was simply in delirium.
Will the wheel of wonders dub you worthy?
Well, hello.
See!
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Dribbles is dead! Joyous news! He was most irritating. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders is better than any clown!
Don't touch me.
Come, mortals, and try your luck!
Never a dull moment.
Prizes! Found only in the most exotic of planes!
Come on, let's go.
Let's crack it open.
Still alive, so that's progress.
But his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
Looks familiar. Does this cat belong to Gale?
You notice the transom guards a shiny ring and stack of letters at its feet.
Blackets will be done.
Well, well, well.
Meow.
You notice the transom guards a shiny ring and stack of letters at its feet.
One needn't guess. Pigeon meat is my second favorite. Beholder. But it's exceedingly rare to come by. But let's not get bogged down in semantics. I believe you were just leaving, weren't you? Ta! I'd actually enjoy watching you try. But let's not allow our baser natures to prevail. In truth, I've grown tired of this rooftop anyway. I'll be on my way then. There are a few places in the city I'd like to visit. I might have sussed some interesting items I'd rather like to get my paws upon. If I find anything interesting, I might even be willing to barter. Might. Ta-ra. Away.
I've got a long road ahead.
By allowing his faithful to suffer the most.
Making me sweat. Need to get over here.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Assume nothing.
soldier. Won't go much longer like this.
Nature's edict is to welcome all into his embrace, salve all suffering, by allowing his faithful.
Still needs murder, still unsolved. City Watch under.
Don't suppose you've stumbled across those letters yet? Yes, fine. Just give me the letters. Still sealed. Thank the gods. You've no idea the kindness you've done me. What a relief.
Still means dead. Crave of passion.
Hear me out. Ceres's caress also has rooms.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks.
Pleasure house?
From what I've heard.
Den of decadent delight.
A fortress. Conveniently, you've got a member of staff.
I barely got a moment's sleep. You told me the armor was in.
Don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Sword. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it, and I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Here. You haven't even got inside yet.
I'm not going inside.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delight? We're getting a real room. Let your worries at ease. The librarian does this thing with her wit. On a foot and
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Do you take me for a fool? The devil may speak in poetry, but his purpose was crystal clear. Did you make the bargain? Skaketh! Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people. No more than Vlaakith will sow in Tunarath and beyond. No more than the Geich will sow across every plain. There is nothing I won't do, nothing I won't give to free Orpheus from the prism. The marks I bear are proof enough of that. But you are the one who carries the astral prism. You are the one who must free the prince. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I won't begrudge you your choice. As for me, though, I'm not ready. I might never be. Thank you.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Queen Vlakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Lae'zel has been ostracized by her queen. Why should she not feel bitter?
I know hate. It seethes and distills into molten rock, forever rattling in the belly. But I've never known this. I feel no heat, no cold. I bear neither fangs nor talon. There is only absence. No matter. I am Vlakith's child no more. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Fortune in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tafki Nazin. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free. Vlakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlakith I has a Bart to Vlakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his Netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. trying to guard us. The brain is restless, but I am distracted, and my lack of focus is endangering us. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane, or as I knew her, Berlin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. I see that you are unable to let that go. But do not forget that I trusted you with my life, as you trusted me with yours. Manipulation or not, we need each other. My relationship with Berlin was similar in this regard, though less dramatic. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. Astute as ever. You think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. Berlin thought the same at first. You are wrong. Feeling is vital to the pursuit of anyone's goals, even a mind flayer's. Like you, mind flayers know fear. Like you, we crave recognition. But unlike you, unlike the others of my kind, I am no slave to either. My end is and always has been freedom. Berlin understood this. Berlin became my freedom. I won't. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.